Hey guys, thanks for jumping on. I just wanted to put up a quick video to give you guys some guidance on how to best interpret my readings and how to be able to take the most from them. If you're watching YouTube readings, then, or if you're even getting a tarot reading, it's because you're in a place of confusion. There's obviously been a breakdown in communication or a breakup in general, right? And sometimes we don't get closure from people and we go on a quest to try and find out, like, why did that happen? Sometimes there's not any understanding. Even if you were broken up with openly or things ended openly, still trying to reflect and understand, yeah? The only kind of relationships that bring up those kind of feelings are a soulmate connection, okay? So if you're watching these videos, you are obviously in a soulmate connection because it has a huge impact on your life, and it causes you to want to go within and search certain things about yourself and understand certain things, okay? That's the purpose of them. So that would be the reason behind why you're on, and you wouldn't kind of be wasting your time if it wasn't such an intense connection, all right? So that brings me to my next point about outcomes and returns from the past and all that sort of stuff. If you are in a genuine soulmate connection, which we've ascertained, if you're watching these, you probably are, then there is going to be, and you haven't had closure, things haven't closed out, there's still going to be some sort of tie. So if there is unfinished business in a soulmate connection, the person, generally the masculine energy, so if you resonate with the feminine energy, it's the masculine energy that generally takes action towards reaching out and bringing balance to a connection, or balancing out some karma, or however it is, right? So the outcomes when I call out, can I only speak to myself, when I call out that this person's going to return and so forth, yes, I'm tuning into many different energies. Sometimes I've got up to 7,000 people, I think I've had, watching a video. So it's 7,000 different energies that I'm reading for. It's going to be very hard for me to give you a timeline unless Spirit specifically identifies a timeline, okay? The last thing that I want from you guys is to get hooked on an outcome and sit in that energy of waiting for this person to return, because all you're doing, it's actually, it works against you. Waiting works against you. Yes, hold on to the hope and trusting in the connection, 100%, but don't hold on and wait for it, because what you're doing is you're creating a resistance. The moment that you truly let go and focus on yourself, that person, whether spiritually open or not, they feel that energetically. And all that kind of stuff that you're sending in through this cord of connection between the two of you, like anger, resentment, hate, it doesn't even have to be any of those things. It can even just be like an intense wanting and not having that person there. Your energy is actually rejecting them. So that's why in my readings, I'll always try and find a way to help you empower yourself and work on yourself while you're on your journey, okay? And allowing yourself to align with what's in your highest good, okay? Because ultimately, all that's going to do is attract in the thing that you actually want, your soulmate, yeah? So I know the love readings get a lot of traction. The general readings generally don't, from what I found on my page. And that's why I don't post them, because I put a lot of time and energy into the readings, and it's they're not hitting a wide audience. So if you do, whether it's on my channel or whoever's channel, and there's a general reading where it has to do with career or finances or new love and new connections, I would definitely have a look at those, because the purpose of that is for me to inspire you and to help you focus on your own things, help to hopefully motivate you forward in your own life, again, because so you can attract what it is that you want ultimately, which is your soulmate, okay, whoever that is. So I would suggest that you invest in those as well with your energy, because it's all about you. It's actually you. And people say, oh, but I don't care about money and finances and stuff. I got that stuff covered. Well, of course, because you're creating on your own. And obviously when you're co-creating with a person, a soulmate, it's two energies. So you don't have complete control over that situation. But the only way for you to, it's funny because it's a paradox, the only way for you to have any control over the situation is to surrender. So the trick is actually surrendering, all right? So definitely focus on you. Finally, the last thing I want to say is, with my readings, I am psychic as well. So when I'm pulling out cards, I hold them up for you guys because I know you guys like to relate to the readings that way. You won't always find the messages that are adjacent or attached to the card meanings, because I read intuitively, okay? So they're not always going to match up. That's first thing. The cards are a tool. I don't need them to read, which if you've seen my crystal ball readings, you would know that already, or if you've booked a private reading with me, you would know that already. So that's that. The other, the final thing is also that with the psychic messages that come through, that Spirit's way of getting your attention. Now, there might be one or two things where you they personally relate in your life, whether it's a name, an occupation, a certain situation that's happened between you and this person, whatever it is, right? They're random. I have no control over them. That's Spirit's way of getting your attention. There are times where there might be one or two that resonate, and then there are times where, I think it was last week, one of my beautiful subscribers had, I think, 7 or 8 of the psychic messages very specific to her. So Spirit is definitely wanting that soul to pay extra close attention. The reading should generate with you, should resonate with you. The general reading should resonate with you in one way or another. But if you get the psychic messages, obviously listen closely, okay? That Spirit's wanting to come through. And I think that was pretty much all I wanted to tell you guys in relation to how they work. Oh, and actually, sorry, final thing. Because it is a general reading, I would use it as a tool to reflect rather than getting an outcome from a general reading. If it was one-on-one, like I said, I could give you dates, I could give you every specific things. But with any of the general readings, there's no way possible to be able to cater to so many different energies. So it's more about understanding your behavior, others, your soulmate's behavior, and why certain things played out the way that they did. All right, so that's how I would use them, as a learning tool and as a way to have a deeper and greater understanding to help you move along in your journey. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It has grown so much in such a short amount of time. I'm so grateful to be able to do this, and thank you so much for allowing me to tune into your energy and to bring these messages to you. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll catch you all soon. Namaste.